40. That's my three songs. We've got Frank, and we're going to put him on hold for just a minute. We'll talk to Frank in a few seconds. Right now, let's go down to the ACC. Clay, are you there?
I'm here. Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
The American Idol's in concert tonight at the ACC, and we're very fortunate to have Clay Aiken on the phone with us right now. Actually, on a special line live from the ACC. Now, a break in rehearsals. I know you've had a very busy day.
We've been very busy. We actually were at CTV today with the Canadian Idols on their show. We're going to sing with them tonight also.
Oh, that's very cool. Well, Clay, listen, you transformed a number 2 finish on American Idol into instant stardom. Now, you lost the vote by 0.5%. Do you even care about that at this point?
I don't think I cared about it. I definitely don't at this point. It was not a really big issue at the outset of the whole show at all. We were both just very happy to be in the position that we were in, getting as far as we did, staying on the show the entire season, and just for the success we'd had thus far. So everything else really, to that point, was kind of an icing on the American Idol cake, and it's turned into something even bigger than we thought it would be.
Well, I know you're aware of what's going on out there with your fans. Now, what do you say to those fans that don't seem to want to let it go at this point? You know, they're saying Clay was robbed. What about that?
It's extremely, it's on one hand, it's really flattering that people are continuing to, I guess, fight what they consider to be the good fight. But on the other hand, it's definitely, it's definitely over, really. I'm very proud of Ruben. Ruben won it. It was a small margin, and he deserved to win it. He's extremely talented. I'm happy with what came out of it, and sometimes I just wish that, the fans, I appreciate their support and their effort, but, their effort could be, put into maybe a charity or something like that. That would be a great way to rechannel that energy.
Well, we mentioned on the air here at EZrock that we would be talking to you, and I suggested that maybe fans could email questions to me. And I have to say, I've never seen anything quite like this before, Clay. Unbelievable. Your fans went into action. I've got emails from all over North America, emails from Germany, emails from all over the planet. Now, you're aware of your fan base and the fact that they're very, very vocal?
Yes, I know that they're very, very supportive, and I appreciate that.
Now, you're aware of all the message boards and things like that. Now, I understand you travel with I understand that you travel with a laptop. Do you ever communicate with some of your fans?
I have a laptop. I very rarely am able to get my email first. I'm having problems with my email. If anyone knows how to fix it, give me a call. But when I do, I get a chance to email with my mom and a few people like that. But that's about all.
Well, I've got 1,000,001 questions here. I'll try to get to them as quick as I can. Now, when will these are questions that your fans want to know. When will the CD be released?
That's a good question. We're finished up with it. It's in the process of being kind of mixed, mastered, and all that jazz. And hopefully should be out around September 16th. That's the target date. We're not sure yet, though.
Mark that down, September 16th.
You're marking it down.
Do you have a title?
You're marking it down. We don't have a title yet. We don't even have a hard date. So that's what we're hoping for.
They're also asking about the cover. Has it been decided yet?
It had been, and then we've changed our mind, and we're going to work on it. We're still going to go back and put some more work into it.
See, these things change. What about the song "Invisible"? Will that be a single?
We're not really sure yet. There's a lot of stuff that's been undecided. We're getting really good response from that song on the tour, and hopefully at some point it will be a single. I'm not sure if it'll be the first one or if it'll come later or if it'll come at all, but hopefully it will.
Do you know what you're doing to the women when you do the shirt tug thing during that song?
That was actually an accident one night, and it just kind of, it feels right, so I do it. And there's, I've heard.
Oh, that's funny. Well, there are rumors about you doing a primetime special interview when the tour gets to your hometown of Raleigh, August 8th. Any truth to that?
That is a rumor that I've heard. It's something that I think is in the works, and we're hoping to do with Diane Sawyer on Primetime Live. I haven't got 100% confirmation on it, but that's something that's in the works, and we're hoping to. We're working on getting done. Yes.
Do you ever get overwhelmed by all of this? I mean, you've got Diane Sawyer from Primetime Live talking to you. You come to Canada, you're on the network, and you're doing a big Does it get overwhelming?
At times it's really hard to wrap your mind around it. How big and fast it is and how fast it's moved and all that stuff, and we stay so busy that we really get to a point where we very rarely have time to stop and think about it. But when you do, it's really amazing. 9 months ago, I never would have guessed that I'd be here. Never would have even, back in September, I wouldn't have even thought about it. Mm-hmm. And then here, I just watched the show, and here I am, part of the phenomenon that is the Idol, the Simon Fuller's Idol franchise. So I just feel very fortunate.
One email that we had wants to know, tons of them want to know about your relationship with your mom. Do you get a chance to talk to her enough?
I don't know, not enough.
Yeah.
I try to talk to her. I try to talk to her every other day at least. And then
cool.
Unfortunately, when I do, I'm usually in such a hurry that we don't get time to talk very long. So I'd love to. I'm looking forward to the 6th when I get to be home.
Oh, see that Clay's a good boy. He loves talking to his mom every second day. That's amazing. Another email. Tons of them want to know what moved you to major in special education to deal with those with special needs.
Well, it was really a kind of a turn of events. I took some time off of after high school before I went to college because I didn't know whether I wanted to major in music or not, and ended up working at the YMCA, which is another passion of mine. And through that and through an elementary school in Raleigh, I ended up working in an elementary school classroom with students with autism, and I just found my heart there. I think that's where I really found a passion for working in that environment, and so I decided at that point I definitely wanted to go to school for it, and it's really become a passion of mine and something that I'm very interested in and want to continue to work with.
Did you set up a foundation for children with autism?
We are in the process of setting up a foundation for children with all children and adults with all types of mental disabilities. So that's in the works right now, and it's a foundation that I'm decided to name after the lady who convinced me to audition. I worked with a 13-year-old in Charlotte who has autism, and his mother's the one who convinced me to audition for the show and kind of helped get this ball rolling. So their last name, the family's last name is Bubel, B-U-B-E-L, and so the Bubel Foundation is kind of in their honor.
That's incredible. The single, This Is the Night, platinum in the U.S. in a record-breaking 37 days, 6 times platinum here in Canada. Were you aware of that?
I just heard a rumor of that. Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? 6 times platinum. So tell us about this song.
About This Is the Night?
Yeah.
It's a song that Simon Fuller and Clive Davis and Steve Farrar with RCA found, and I think the song just really I think there's a misconception that I wrote it. I wish I could write that well. It was written by Chris Braid and Aldo Nova, and it's just a song that really I think speaks to what the whole process was. It really kind of was a great ending point for the season for me. This is the night. I mean, that's exactly what it's about. And every time I sing it, every time I sing it live or in any position, it's a great opportunity for me to reflect on exactly what's happened. It's a song. It's really a lot of reflection in the song about all that's gone on in the past 8 months, and really all that's gone on in my life in the past year, right. and come to a realization that this is really an amazing opportunity, an amazing experience.
Now tell me about a chance for you to tour alone after the American Idol tour.
I'm not. We haven't talked about that. I think that maybe that'll come eventually, and may come within the next year or two. But right now, I'm so dead tired. I'm not sure if I will be. It's just a process of getting enough material together, I guess.
Well, I just absolutely cannot get to all the questions that we've received over the email and on the telephone in the last couple of days. We did the best we could with the time we had. We just want to say thank you and good luck tonight at the ACC.
Thank you very much. Thanks, KJ.
Excellent. We're going to play This Is the Night. Here he is, Clay Aiken, 97.3 EZrock. Thanks a lot, Clay.
Thank you very much.